1490 WLCX, real news and great conversation for La Crosse. Here's your Daily News Roundup.
For Civic Media News, I'm James Kelly. As the Wisconsin Department of Safety and Professional Services works to reduce the amount of time it takes to obtain a professional license, the state legislature's Joint Finance Committee has halted a request for the funding to do so. The agency requested nearly $2 million in funding to hire more employees and introduce new technology to speed up the process earlier this year. The additional staff and technology aimed to answer licensing questions faster, with officials saying the current wait time for people calling in with those questions is about half an hour. According to agency data from 2020 and 2021, the average wait time for the state to issue a license in fields like construction was 125 days. The average wait time for healthcare professionals to receive their license was nearly 190 days. Governor Tony Evers has been working to speed up the licensing process for years, hoping that faster license processing can help alleviate the state's workforce shortages, especially in the healthcare field. Stakeholders are hoping the Joint Finance Committee will reconsider the request at a future hearing. AARP Wisconsin officials are calling on state lawmakers to pass legislation limiting the use of cryptocurrency kiosks. According to a WXPR report, agency officials say there are now hundreds of the cryptocurrency kiosks across the state. They work similar to a typical ATM, but instead of receiving cash from the kiosks, residents can deposit cash to be converted into cryptocurrency. The agency is pushing for legislation that limits daily transactions through the machines, caps the fees that the kiosk operators can charge, and requires receipts for users. Additionally, AARP Wisconsin officials are working to reduce the use of cryptocurrency kiosks in scams, especially those targeting the older population in the state. Scammers often use the machines to target older residents who may not understand how the machines work. In addition to limiting the amount of money that could be lost due to a cryptocurrency scam, the agency is also pushing for legislation that would allow the victims of a scam to receive refunds from the kiosk operators. 17 other states have passed similar legislation. For Civic Media News, I'm James Kelly.
It's the Packers and the Bears. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with sports. When the Packers play the Bears Saturday night in Chicago, it'll be to regain the lead in the NFC North. The Bears now back in first place after beating the Browns. The Packers losing to the Broncos and losing Micah Parsons. An MRI confirmed he suffered a torn ACL. Parsons likely won't be back until October, missing the first 4 games of next season. Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes had his ACL surgery last night. Doctors say they also had to repair a torn LCL as well. Women's college volleyball, the Wisconsin Badgers headed to Kansas City, where they'll play number 1 ranked Kentucky in the NCAA Final Four Thursday night, 8 p.m. Coverage on ESPN.
You got incredible talent, great coaching staffs. We played together in one of the toughest environments in the game. I'm excited for them to experience what's next because it's pretty cool.
That's Badgers volleyball coach Kelly Sheffield. With sports, I'm Mike Clemens.
A mix of clouds and sunshine today. We'll get to the mid to upper 30s for a high this afternoon. Tonight, partly cloudy. We're going to drop into the low to mid 20s overnight. Then tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high once again in the mid to upper 30s. I'm meteorologist Sean Cable.
That's your La Crosse News Roundup from WLCX. Find more news anytime at lacrosseeagle.com. Subscribe to this podcast on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you find your podcasts.